Hello, chess lover. This is Maurice Bishop, the founder of Life is a Game of Chess. I actually played against Dragon Knight 99, a national master. In his profile, he actually is a national master, and his rating is actually over 2200 actually. So played an interesting game and everything. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Alright, he played e4, I played d6, he plays d4, I play knight f6, pretty much looking like the perk. Knight c3, I go knight d7, and he hits me with bishop g5. Now the purpose of bishop g5 is I'm pretty sure he wants to undermine my center. For example, like if he wanted to take my knight on f6 and I take back, he could hit me with maybe f4, or he could hit me with knight f3, trying to gain space in the center. So that's what I believe. That's what that bishop g5 was for. But I don't hit e5 right away. I just go c6 first. He goes queen d2, and I go pawn e5 automatically. He doesn't castle. He actually takes the pawn. I take the pawn back. He castles queenside. And I know in most positions, a lot of people will go queen c7 or maybe bishop e7. Kind of like logical moves and everything. But I like to go straight to attacking, so I went queen a5. And he goes f3, keeping his center strong. But also I believe that the f2, f3 pawn was actually for when he pushes the g2, g4 to start a kingside attack. So that's what I kind of thought that was for. So I go bishop e4, kind of threatening the bishop catches c3. He takes, I take, and then the queen takes and the pawn takes. So it'll leave him with double pawns pretty much. So he goes knight e2, to try to support the knight on c3. And plus, also to not have double pawns or me open up his queen side. So I castle king side. Now normally, I don't think I really would castle king side like this, but in a sense, I just felt like he didn't really have that much pieces around my king, and I felt like the pawn wasn't on h2, h4 at the time, and I feel like the bishop is still locked up at home, and the knight on c3 is still pinned. I just feel like he still would have, it still would take some time for him to develop attack on me, which is what I'm saying. So that's why I castle king side. He does a prophylactic move, moving to king b1, trying to get himself out the way. I go h6. I don't think I wanted. I don't know if h6 was that alright, but I mean, I know I was kind of looking at the bishop captures on h6 and everything, but I felt like I wasn't really too afraid of that. If he takes, I take, and a queen take. Most likely, I'll immediately probably go rook after e8 just to get my bishop on f8, and then and you could probably analyze this yourself. But I felt like I probably still had good defenses because my minor pieces are not too far away from my king side, so I felt like I still have a lot more defenses, and he doesn't have all his pieces into play for him to really start a huge attack. So that's why I thought that, the bishop catches a6, I wouldn't really care. I just wasn't afraid of it. But he goes bishop e3, I go knight b6, threatening, knight c4, pretty much forking the queen and the bishop, right? So he goes a3, and I want to give y'all like maybe 5 seconds. Y'all can pause this video if y'all want, but I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to try to figure out what y'all think my next move is. Alright, y'all. I know y'all probably was thinking I was gonna do the crazy bishop catches a3. I don't. I still go knight c4. Like I said, if he takes the pawn, if he actually takes the pawn on b4, I'll still go queen catches b4, and I'll be threatening mate. but he could still go queen c1, and then I still have that b5 push move and trying to get the rook in there. So, or bishop e6, but but he didn't take. Yeah, he goes queen d3 first, hitting my knight. I felt like my knight on c4 was very strong on that post, to the point where my knight was a lot stronger than my bishop. And I kind of use like an intuition move and everything, so I go pawn to b5. And then of course he takes my bishop, then I go queen catches b4, threatening me. He goes bishop c1, protecting that pawn on b2, trying to stop me from mating him. And I go bishop e6. Now in this position, just really look at it. I got the bishop on c1 defending. I have the bishop in f1, still never got in the game. The rook on h1, still not in the game. So I felt like, because his pieces wasn't in the game like that, I felt like my attack would be a lot stronger than his, because now my pieces is going around his queen side, and I'm entering in his camp and starting an attack. So he goes knight a2, attacking my queen. I move my queen out the way, and he goes queen c3. So what I did was I go pawn b4, sacrificing the pawn. Now, he actually goes knight catches b4, but the reason why I go knight catches b4, what I'm saying is, when I go pawn b4, if the knight catches b4, I would go rook a to b8, not only threatening to win the knight and everything, but if he decides to move the knight back, then I'm threatening knight d2 check, and my queen would checkmate him on queen a2. So that would be the reason. That would be the bad reason of capturing with the knight. But in this sense, it kind of really didn't matter, because even if he goes queen b3, I'll still go knight d2 check with the knight, and then my bishop would capture on b3, hitting the queen. So it's kind of like, in this position, he kind of really didn't have a choice. But he takes queen catches b4, trying to exchange the queens, because my attack is becoming very strong. So I go knight d2 check. It don't matter what he does. He could capture with the queen. I still go queen catches a2 checkmate. He could capture with the rook. I still go queen captures a2 checkmate. And then the only thing he could take it back with was the bishop. And I still go queen captures a2 check. He goes to king c1. And then I go queen a1 checkmate. Alright guys, I hope y'all like this video. Please like, share, comment, share your thoughts with this game. And have a nice evening.